Okay. All right, how's the audio sound? Good. I wonder if it's... Anyway. Good. It's really weird. I don't understand. Now it's kind of fading off, huh? Your eyes are just... All right, let's see here. All right. Oh my goodness, there's Junior's sandals. He's been looking for these. Funny. Know where my sandals are. I gotta turn this volume up a little bit. I can hardly hear this stuff out here. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, we're going on a bike ride today, guys. Bike ride. Happy Monday. Yeah. It's Monday, motherfucker. All right, I think we're pretty solid there. Everybody's doing great. You're in here, you know, let me know, say hello. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to. Unless you guys tell me you're here. I don't know who's in the stream. You know? But we're riding.
KAIRO190 said, good morning.
Kero, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you? How's your day? How was your weekend? Hope you're doing well.
How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Oh, pet's not going very well, but it's all right. My shoulder's healing. I think that's the more important thing, right? You know, rather than like being so adamant about losing weight, I should really be more adamant about healing my shoulder, you know? So that's kind of where I've been. Rather than trying to lose the weight, I'm just trying to provide my body with plenty of stuff to heal itself. And I don't really care. I'm not gaining too much weight. No, we're fine. I pretty much abandoned my cut though. I'm on week 5. I mean, I still want to kind of see how much weight I can lose. This is the beginning of week 5. So, you know, we do have like 7 more weeks to go. Only 4 weeks down. No, wait, this is week 6. Yeah, this will be week 6 here. We just finished week. So this, yeah, we got 7 more weeks to go.
It's only gonna be in 70 and 80 this week.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, starting to cool off, huh? I mean, that's pretty comfortable weather. I think we were supposed to have, I think, some nice weather coming through here, but I mean, yeah, like yesterday was a fairly nice day. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to the weather, you know? Like at least what they forecast. And I don't really care. When I worked outside, I used to. You know, I'd be like, is it fucking gonna rain today? Do I need my rain gear? Am I gonna be fucking soaked? What kind of day is it gonna be? But yeah, just for the week. Oh, winter's coming. Winter's coming. I mean, what is it? What's the average like temperatures in the winter over there?
Christoph said,
Where you're at?
Hey.
Christoph, welcome in, man. How you doing? How are ya?
Nice to see you.
You, man. I've never been to Arizona.
Today chest day and cardio.
Oh, nice, dude. Chest and cardio.
And you? What's up?
Not much, man. Getting our Monday going. You know? Just getting it going. You have a good weekend, Christoph? Oh boy. Gotta get my heart rate. Is my heart rate up? It's not.
Beautiful girls who train in a clip. Nice video. Last time I
just
did a
picked
new workout breakdown.
There's a couple channels that I follow that like pretty much like on a daily or weekly basis release new like workout playlists, kind of like this one. And so, you know, they're generally about an hour long. You know, like meant to last the cardio session or a workout or something like that, right? And they have some decent videos of people lifting on them. Oh, I mean, pretty sure there's some guys on these ones too. I was looking through it to see, make sure that I saw some dudes lifting as well, but I think it's mostly chicks. Heck yeah! What the fuck? I just disconnected my pulse wick, damn it. Alright.
The problem is that there are few natural athletes. There are few of us who are clean.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, Christoph. You know? A lot of people just want the shortcut, man. You know, people think... I don't know, man. I don't know. I just stay away from it all. Right? Like, fuck it, dude. I've never been, you know, I think in some ways, I think about this, right? Like, so I'm like a huge, like, antisocial individual, right? Like, I hate big fucking crowds. I hate going, like, you know, to crowded places. I fucking hate being in the goddamn gym. And, like, I'm a hard person to get along with. And I'm really fucking intense, dude. And I go all in or nothing. You know what I mean? So, like, when people slack off and I'm wanting to go all in, it frustrates the fuck out of me, dude, and I think it drives people away. Like in person, you know, I've tried to work out with friends before, and they don't have what it takes, dude. They don't fucking have the same energy level. They don't have the same drive. They don't give a fuck about getting after it, about lifting with good form, about, you know, all this shit, man. And like... And so it like frustrates me. Because of this, I've never really had a workout partner. No, I don't know. Maybe not because of this, only because of this, but just like, I've never ever had a workout partner, you know, to work out with me. I've honestly, most of the time been alone. while working out.
Recently looked at an
So the influence of steroids has never come across my way. You know what I mean?
Like for a few years,
I didn't have
working out for.
I never got hooked up with people that were.
It's a bit strange.
Like looking into steroids and wanting to do steroids. I mean, when I was in football, when I was younger in high school, creatine started to become a big thing. And it was really kind of like up in the air, like, oh, this creatine, blah, blah, blah. It's bad for you, it's good for you, it's found in beef, it's blah, blah, blah. Well, I think I started taking creatine when I was like 19 or something, you know. That's the only thing, dude, aside from like pre-workouts, caffeine, you know, and other vitamin supplements, you know what I mean, that I've taken. Like, at one point in time, I did get the Animal Rage like vitamin pack, and it was just like natural multivitamins and a ton of stuff, dude. And I bought like a 3-month supply of this one time because I wanted to go on a 90-day cycle thing, right? And so I was looking at the program that I wanted to do, and I prepared myself before I started, right? And I was like, I chose, you know, what kind of multivitamins I wanted to have. I bought enough to last me 90 days. And then, you know, same with like the protein powders and the creatine and my pre-workouts.
Secret to strength is plain protein.
So,
besides that, I don't take a small multivitamin.
My secret to strength is plain egg protein. Besides that, I don't take a small multivitamin. Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna give you any strength though. Like, protein doesn't necessarily just give you strength, it just provides what's needed for repair, right? As far as eggs go, they are the most bioavailable source of protein we can give our body, as long as we're eating the yolk, which in a lot of cases, protein powders, they've stripped some of the yolk and stuff away. Like some of the protein powders that I've seen from eggs are egg white proteins. And honestly, dude, egg white proteins are fucking garbage by themselves. They don't, you could eat like 30 fucking egg whites a day. If you don't have a yolk, you're not providing a complete building block for that, right? Like, so egg whites, while they have a really, really clean source of protein, it's ineffective in just the egg white form because there's nothing else to support the growth, right? Like, what's in the yolk is gold, man. That is what you need. That is what you want. That's the stuff where all the goodness happens, you know? Now, let's say you have like 4 egg whites and 1 whole egg. Now you've completed the protein chain. So now there's plenty of protein and plenty of, you know, BCAAs and all that other shit to go along with it, you know, because you ate an egg yolk. Egg yolks are incredibly dense, you know, as far as like calories and nutrition.
Creatine is good at the beginning, but after that it didn't work for me. In fact, I felt smaller. I took a lot of nutritional supplements a long time ago. It didn't make any sense. I didn't get bigger. Then I realized it was a waste of money.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to get bigger. I'm taking supplements. So here's how I figure out my supplements. All right, this is what I take, Christoph. Glucosamine. I will never fucking quit. Ever. And I recommend that anybody and everybody start taking glucosamine right now, today, and don't ever fucking stop. Especially if you've broken bones or had injuries in your joints. Or if you're getting fucking old, the body stops making it. Glucosamine, it slows down production, right? And it is literally lubrication for our joints. So glucosamine is one of those things that I will never ever stop. No matter what anybody tells me about glucosamine, I know the fucking truth because I've been taking it for like 6 years. And when I stop, my shoulder hurts. Almost like within days, dude. So I've gotten quite a few people turned on to glucosamine. personally, and every single one of them has thanked me for it. It isn't anything bad. You really can't take too much. It's not like one of those things. It doesn't help your performance. It helps you in no way other than just providing lubrication for your joints. Vitamin D, okay? We live in Oregon. It's cloudy as fuck here. Vitamin D is important for immune health and other things. So vitamin D is another one that I will constantly take. Iron, I mean, I take iron because sometimes it's hard to 100% my iron levels throughout the day. Sometimes I fall like in around like 80% or 90% of what I should be getting. So because of that, I take iron, right? I mean, this is how I decide what supplements to take. We take a hair, skin, and nail because it's great for our skin. I take a fish oil. I take a cod liver oil. Again, unless you're eating fish, you're not getting this shit. You know what I mean? So like,
yes,
there's a very meticulous approach to the vitamins and minerals and stuff like that that I'm actually using for supplements. And there's a reason behind it, most of them. Creatine, I mean, I take creatine every single day, and I have been for like 4 years. I think it helps with hydration. As far as making you bigger, I don't really think it makes you bigger. It makes you retain water, and maybe can make you feel
there is no such
or
thing.
appear fuller.
Hard work, many years.
But yeah, you understand. See what you are buying, and the secret is yes, you have to spend it on food, not on miracle drug. Rather, the secret is in the food. What are the minerals, etc.? On miracle drug, unfortunately, there's no such thing. Only hard work, many years. Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, you know, and we do take a multivitamin just because. I mean, you know, you can argue that it would be a waste of money or whatever, but I mean, it's vitamins, man. Vitamin C, this, that, you know. So it just kind of refortifies whatever we may be missing. And every time I've gone in to get my blood taken, they have zero issues with anything. My blood pressure is excellent, heart rate, fantastic, lungs sound great, blood work, always fucking perfect. So we'll see, man. I got to get another doctor's appointment here. It's about time. They're kind of scheduling out a couple months though, so probably won't be able to get it anytime soon. But it's been over a year since I've had my blood taken, so I think it's definitely time to go and check again. Just make sure, you know, everything's good, still being healthy and stuff, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's a great place for anybody to start if it's available to them. Go in and get some blood work done. Request for your doctor, you know, to just give you a full fucking blood panel, right? So that you can get all the information you need. Yeah, you're interested in vitamins and minerals, and you know, and they should be able to do that for you. You know, order maybe 2 or 3 tests or something, or you know, a complete blood work. You know, you might have to be fasted or something like that when you go in to do blood, but it's all right. It's good information to know. Good information to know. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that people would say are a waste of money. I don't know if a waste of money is the exact right term for some of this stuff though, because like, I mean, if it makes you feel good, right? If it's not doing anything for the body, and you're basically buying a placebo to make yourself feel better mentally, to keep that, I mean, is that then a waste? I mean, if there's no negative
Take minerals,
downsides to
vitamin
it,
capsules.
and you're taking
Unfortunately,
something
fruit is
that
very
really would not be
expensive here.
necessary, but
It's
you
worth
enjoy it,
I buy capsules,
and you like it, and it's
but
part
I
of your
have to solve
routine.
this somehow.
And by taking this extra supplement, you're not overloading the body with stuff. You're actually only providing an abundance of what it probably already has enough of. So I don't really see, it might not be an effective use of your money, but like, if it's helping you keep your routine, and it's helping you feel more confident about everything, and it's making you feel good because you now know that you are 100% plus on this particular macro or micro, then I say fucking go for it, man. Keep buying it, because, I mean, you know, it's just, if you can afford it and it's not financially hurting you, there's nothing wrong with it. Take minerals, vitamin capsules. Unfortunately, fruit is very expensive here. It's worth it. I buy capsules, but I have to solve this somehow. Yeah, see, and that's just it, man. Yeah, fruit. I mean, fruit's kind of expensive here too. Just depends, you know, I mean, it's not something we buy a whole lot of, just because, you know, I mean, good bananas and apples and stuff. Plus, not only that, but they're kind of sugary, you know. Oh, I'm trying to keep my sugars down a little bit as well. So, but then I think about this too, you know, I mean, what defines a fruit, right? Like, a fruit bears a seed, right? So like, when we think about that, right, I would tell you that I have, you know, a meal plan of like, right, like my meal plan, when I think about it, I'm like, damn, dude, I'm like, a lot of the things that I have on my sides are actually like more along the fruit line, right? Like, I'll eat squash from time to time. Would that be considered a fruit? I mean, the seeds are inside, right? Like, that's kind of what makes a fruit, right? Is it bears its own seeds. No. Whereas like vegetables do not. And like a fruit, vegetables are still growing, right? Like when we eat vegetables, when we consider a vegetable to be like, say, ripe, like sometimes they may not be like completely finished with their growth cycle, right? Like maybe, I don't know. Some people talk about like the carnivore diet in this way, where you take the carnivore and you eat meat, you only eat fruit, no veggies, because they think that veggies are not a complete life cycle, and therefore they have a defensive mechanism which makes them taste bitter when you're eating them. It's like they know that they're being eaten and they know that they're dying, and so they put off this bitter flavor. So like people think or veggies don't want to be eaten, but fruits are the end of the life cycle. The plant has bared its fruit, right? And now that's here for us to eat. Like, it's complete, it's finished. So like, a lot of people think that fruits are way more beneficial to us than vegetables are, and they're just a lot better. And so some people have adapted their carnivore diets to eating meat and fruit. And I've actually seen quite a few people that take on this approach, and they are all pretty fucking shredded, dude. Like, it's pretty amazing, the different types of diets and the different things that happen in the body. And I think that as we go a little bit further and we start to discover more and more about genetics and how genetics affect our body's ability to process certain things or, you know, deal with a certain situation, now we're opening the door to a bunch of new ideas and stuff about how we can eat for genetics, right? Like, so somebody might have a genetic type that doesn't really sit well with, you know, grains and rice and breads and that kind of stuff. But they do great with you know, potatoes and higher starchy things, or I don't know, you know, we're at the doorstep of this like research into genetic diets, right? And I feel like before too long, this will probably be a better way to be able to establish what it is that we should be eating. You know, instead of listening to what the World Health Organization says is okay, because the World Health Organization just partnered with YouTube to some degree, and what they're going to start doing is they're going to start replacing like the higher fat keto, all of these more like, you know, what would be like a fad type of diet with what the World Health Organization says is okay. So we're going to be forced standards from the World Health Organization. Like, I've already noticed it. I watched a doctor, Dr. Eric Berg. He's like one of the biggest like keto docs around. He's very, very knowledgeable. His information is super solid. He's helping people, man. Like, he's changing lives. And YouTube has done this thing now, and his videos are much harder to find. They no longer come up on my feed. And like him, and he's not the only one. Like him and other guys that we're talking about, like, you know, keto and you know, just all this anti-diabetic diets and stuff and liver cleansing strategies that really do totally go against what the World Health Organization says is healthy, but they have been proven thousands of times to work. You know, I mean, it's like there's a change that happens in our body when we switch from carbs to fat. When we truly take away all carbs, right, and we deplete and remove carbs, sugars, grains, milk, all that shit, and we replace that with higher quality plant-based saturated fats and saturated fats that are naturally occurring in meat, the body changes. The liver starts to produce ketones, and that tells our body that we are now burning fat for energy, no longer carbs, right? Now I've stepped away from this as of like, you know, fully as of like 2 weeks ago, but I did do a low carb / keto diet for probably like 6 months. And I was really good. I felt really great. And I hurt my shoulder, man. And like, that kind of got in my head, and just, you know, I was trying to fix myself, and I don't know. I just kind of started taking a break and started eating more food, you know. Comfort food got a hold of me, I guess. But yeah. Woo! It's hard, man. Liberty not on anymore?
Buzzing Ranger 123 said, "Good morning."
Buzzing Ranger, good morning. How you doing? Oh boy. The calories being really low today. I don't know. It's only 3:51. Fuck, dude, I got my bike up here, man. I'm really pedaling today. How long have I been? About 30 minutes. It hasn't been 30 minutes. There's no fucking way. No way. Forgot to bring a towel out here too. I think I need to go grab one. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a towel. Oh my God, Chester. Get off. Chester. Chester. Oh, fuck. I go in there and he's just sitting on top of the kitchen table. You mother. Your poopy ass off that thing. just chilling there staring at me like he fucking knows, dude. Poor Chester. Oh, Chester. What are you doing, Chester, huh? All of them are out here now. All the kitties.
into a pond, ripples
Ugh.
fade away. Human hearts aren't so lucky. Those battle scars remain. Oh, I can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. Can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. La 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 la.
Oh boy.
Throw a rock into a pond, ripples fade away. Human hands aren't so lucky. Those battle scars remain. Oh, I can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. Can't let go of the one thing I wanted most. I'm chasing echoes of your ghost. La 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 la
Beast mode. Oh boy. 4. 4. Where are calories at? Holy fuck, dude. Okay. Yeah, 180, 200. 200 calories. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Woo! Max, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing, Max? Oh boy. Hey. Oh. Oh boy. Sweaty. So sweaty. $4:05. Whittling that time away. Little bits at a time. Oh man. This is a rough one today, guys. I mean, I'll say this. When people are chatting, it certainly makes time go by so fucking quick. But this morning, there's literally been like 2 people that said anything, and I am just fucking sweating my ass off. I'm so fucking over this. I'm like about ready to just go back to my old ways and just start watching fucking movies or something in the mornings and not stream my morning cardio anymore, because these streams are just too fucking dead. I feel like I could go so much better without streaming. Like, if I were to just put on like a fucking show and not have to worry about any of this, I think I'd probably be a lot better off with my calories. My time wouldn't be, I spend a lot of time putting the stream up and getting things together. It's just not really, it's hard, man. It's fucking hard, dude. It's hard. But I am really thinking about that. Maybe just streaming my workouts. And like by the workouts, I'm talking like literally just the fucking workout, and then I'll be done. Like come home, lift weights, shut it off. Come home, lift weights, shut it off. I mean, maybe me not putting myself out there so much will get more viewers in. I don't know. But I think maybe sometimes I just stream too much. Too much. Focus energy and other things. Because when I'm here and I'm streaming, I like it's kind of like every morning when I go away and there's been like no chatters or just like 2. Like I'm very grateful for the people that did come in and say hello and chit chat with me. And I mean, I get it. People lurk. People need to lurk. I mean, I'm a master fucking lurker too, and I love that. I mean, you know, I do try to say, you know, at least like plug in a fucking emote or something, or say hello and give a little bit, you know, at least a little tiny brief moment of my time to the person, and maybe, you know, try and hit them up every now and again. But like, I get it, you know, people work and they lurk and stuff. But yeah, from my perspective, when that happens, it's just a dead stream. You know what I mean? Like, I am grateful for the lurkers, but I don't know that they're there. You know, I have no idea when people are lurking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at the number on my stream. The only time I ever see it is when I look at my phone or something happens and I got to go and like go look at things, you know? Other than that, I just have my chat window open and I don't fucking see a number. There's no number on there. Oh, I have no fucking idea how many people are in here at any given point in time. All I know is that my streams are generally silent, and I don't know what to do to fix that. I don't know what to do to get more chatter engagement, and I don't know why people don't want to ask me more questions about things that I'm doing out here. I mean, it's like I like what the times that I do get questions, it doesn't go any further than that. It's like I'll give my answer and that's it. Nobody else will give any 2 cents or anything, and we don't ever like conversate about it.
Some Juan like you said, we appreciate you, bro.
Juan, what's going on, man? Welcome in, dude. Yeah, I'm just like kind of just trying to figure out why the fucking streams are always just so dead. You know, why nobody like, not nobody, but why a lot of people, here's the thing. Okay, why is it that a lot of the people that I go and chat in their streams don't come in here and chat to me? I guess that's really what I'm kind of asking, right? Like, am I wasting my time by going into people's streams and trying to like befriend them? I mean, should I not even waste my fucking time anymore with it, or what? Just like 100% me? I've been considering not even streaming the morning cardio and just doing the weightlifting, seeing if like less streams would do better. Because right now, just failing to grow in any way or capacity at all, really. But the Twitch fitness community has definitely kind of like died off a little bit, you know? I think there was some big drama on here or something with some people trying for partner, not getting it, and then complaining, and everybody tried to move over to Kick, and I don't know how well it actually worked because, you know, one of those people is now back without his affiliate status on Twitch. You know, still trying to push everybody over to Kick. So it's like, I don't know, the whole entire fitness community has kind of gone downhill a little bit in the last couple months. Like, it used to be a much more, what I would have thought to be, but it used to be a lot more poppin', man. At any time in the day, there was quite a few people that were on, and you know, at this time now, man, it's like I barely ever see like more than 200 people in the category. Like, just in general, right? Like this morning, I think when I went online, there was only like 80 people in the whole of the fitness and health community, you know? Kind of ridiculous. Need to start making YouTube content, you know?
Liberty Street Rock said, "Good morning, folded hands."
Ah, Liberty, I was in your stream lurking, dude, and then I realized I was in Maximus Fit's stream. I was like, what the fuck is this noise, dude? Old Maximus Fit. Right on, man. Yeah, I don't get, he's, me and him, since he's in Arizona and we stream at like the same time.
I rated him in a bit.
It's like, yeah, you had rated him, yeah. Since he's in Arizona, and Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time, there's like a time of the year when we stream at the same time, and then like another time when he streams before me. It's like, it's kind of funny. I think the time switch is going to come up here soon, and then I think I'll be streaming.
I know I never get in his streams during the summer.
Yeah, that's because he's like, yeah. They don't do the time change thing over there in Arizona.
Due to the lack of the time change.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
In the winter I can do his bike rides on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you're the fourth person this morning that's come in here and said hello. Or maybe fifth. Maybe the fifth. It's been dead this morning, to say the least. I think I went like, probably about...
Dude, it was really slow.
I mean, it's always slow for me, man, in the mornings, I think. The mornings have been... They've been dead,
to
man.
my stream the last 55 minutes of it.
As I said, dude, I don't feel like I'm very liked in this whole entire large community of fitness streamers, you know? Like, the people that I go in and I talk to and stuff, it's like, I never really feel like, you know, like they want to come in and say hello to me. I'll say, everybody, man, I see people all the time on Twitch and stuff, and I'm just like, I've never seen that person in my stream, and I've been in theirs like 50 times. Like, not once, dude, have ever been in my stream, and I'm not gonna go to their stream anymore. Like, and that's kind of how it feels to me, dude, you know? Yeah, I was in there, dude. I was in there the whole time. Once I started getting stuff going, I was lurking on your thing. I think my phone shut off on me like one time or something, and then I turned it back on and jumped back in your stream. And that's what I try to do, man. Every morning, I only use my laptop, and I only need my phone to change scenes with touch portals, so like, I can log into another Twitch channel on my phone, and then just put you in my ear. And that way I'm like, and I'll bounce around between Twitch channels when my channel gets dead. Trying, you know, talk with them because nobody's fucking talking to me. So, one way or another, I get my chats in. But yeah, I usually try to lurk for you, man.
There are people that know you and they know me. But they never ever come into our streams.
Yeah. There are people that know you and they know me, but they never ever come into our streams. I know. Yeah, I know it.
We know who they are.
Yeah. Oh, Chester, stop it. Did you see that, hey! Knock it off.
But I don't let it bother me.
Stop digging through my trash. Yeah, well, all right. I will say this. I know you don't let it bother you, but just put yourself. Let me just lay one thing down real quick. You don't let it bother you, but how long have you been streaming on Twitch? You got to remember, I've been on Twitch for almost 4 years now, and the first 2 was like 0.00000000000 viewers all the time. Every single motherfucking stream, dude. I came so close to getting affiliate like 3 or 4 different times. Like one time I hit a number of 2.9 and then back down to 0. Back down to fucking 0. So my grind on Twitch has been like fucking way harder than like any person that I ever talked to in this fucking health and fitness community. And they fail to understand that side of it. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, well, yeah, you know, it's just like, I mean, I streamed and within 30 days I got my affiliate. What you're complaining about? Oh, okay. So that right there has a whole lot to do with why it does actually start to get to me. You know, because I've been in this community for a long time, and I've been here, and like I've seen guys come and go and grow bigger than me within like, you know, the smallest, shortest amount of time, and then just fucking let it all go and never come back. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah. So from my perspective, you know, we only have so much stuff that we can bottle down before it starts to just fucking spew out the top, right? You know what I mean? Like, how long would you be able to stream to nobody before you said, fuck this? Like, honestly, would you have done it for 2 years and continued? You know what I mean? Or, you know, at least you have people, bro. You have never had.
It's a tough question.
Like week and week and week, and month after month with nobody in your stream while you stream daily. Like that sucks. Like to almost have the affiliate within your grasp and then have it just completely tank again. It's like so fucking demoralizing, dude. Like, it hurts. Yeah, it's a tough question, to be honest, and to give an honest answer on. I know, right? Like, here's the thing, man. The thing that kept me streaming is my passion for OBS. And the fact that I love to fuck around with OBS and play with it.
You've come a long way.
Right? Like that literally.
That's fantastic.
That literally is probably the only reason that I continued to stream, was because I enjoy messing around with OBS. And it's fun to me. Right? Like, so like, aside from whatever, you know, I get to fuck around with OBS and play with OBS. Like, you know, if nobody gives a shit about that, and whatever, I don't care. Here, I just look where you are now. You're approaching 1,000 followers on here. You've come a long way. You know, that's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I am approaching 1,000 followers after 4 years. After 4 long years, I am approaching 1,000 followers. A third of the followers that I had on Mixer within 1 year.
I would have dumped you a long time ago, lol. You've been a huge help to me.
Wellness with Zora. Is the bike epic, or the ride epic, or the rider epic? All of them.
Say no and prioritize your own needs.
Let me see, hold on.
Wellness
Keep in mind,
underscore Zara said.
if I didn't like you, I would have dumped you a long time ago. It's been a huge help to me. Well, I mean, you know, and that's one of the reasons too why I keep doing it as well, you know, is because, I mean, even if there is only a few people that find some help in it, it is what it is. And I mean, I'm never going to stop being me, dude. You know what I mean? And like, I can't help but ponder and think about things. Just who I am, man. I analyze everything, like overly so. And like, I just can't help it, you know?
Oh, thanks for the shout out.
Yes, absolutely, Zara. No, it's pretty much it's supposed to be an automated thing. I've been writing for, yeah, probably close to it. Maybe not quite an hour. I think we started at maybe like 3:35 or something. I don't know. It's been a while. How many calories are we at? 350? Yeah, we're probably getting close to an hour. I usually burn about 400 to 600 calories in an hour.
Liberty Street Rock said, at wellness underscore with underscore Zara, good morning, now following you.
What are you,
thoughts for you to take away.
What have you got going on, Zara?
Instead of say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go.
When do you usually stream too? I'm curious. I don't know if I've ever actually been able to catch you live. Like,
Wellness_with_Zara
I
said,
am following
evening
you.
at Liberty Street drop, thanks for that.
But I don't know. Are you in the UK? Where are you at? Ooh.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do
Oh yeah, we'll get there, man. I mean, I think if I did start focusing a little more on like YouTube content and stuff, and really try to pump some of that, I think maybe it could help.
Liberty
the
Street Rock said, at
Twitch engagement, too.
wellness_with_Zara, awesome, thank you. Wellness_with_Zara said, I don't have streaming schedule at the moment. I do like art streams, fitness ones. Recently I did an editing stream in Just Chatting.
Oh,
In
yeah,
Australia at Psycho
okay.
Commando.
I think Australia, I believe New Zealand, are like
Liberty Street Rocks.
about as far ahead
I upload
in
to
time as
TikTok
you can
and
get
YouTube and Instagram
from
every
where I am. I'm in the West Coast in Oregon. So for me, it's like 4:24 morning right now. It's probably like, what? Let's see, you're like, I think you guys are about, depending on where you're at, around 16 hours plus our time.
I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Ontario. Yeah, I hit TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube every day. Yeah, I did the Instagram thing for a while. I think I probably posted on Instagram for over a year straight, like every single day. Selfies, fitness challenges, reels, whatnot. But it didn't really help anything very much. Like as far as my stream engagement, nobody was ever like, I guess I did have a couple people like Orga and stuff, Hero, who would be like, ooh yeah, I want to spank that booty or something, you know what I mean? Like Hero would always hit me up with my fucking pictures he would clip from my streams, whisper them to me in Instagram. But like they would tell me, you know, they would say stuff about my Instagram pictures, but I never really got much attention on it. And then just, you know, I got tired of just like having to field all the stupid messages that I just kind of put it down and stepped away from all the social media stuff for a minute. I haven't even really been looking because I feel like it just wastes my time. You know, me looking at social media on other people's things isn't doing jack shit for myself and my gains. No, I try not to spend all that much time browsing through that shit.
1000 said,
I'll like try to look at the people that I give a fuck about, and that's it. You know, but like even then,
you could be doing
I have
the
to
right
have
things,
time. I don't
but
even
if
make
you
it
don't have
to do
the
that
character
because
or the personality, it's hard to get followers, I feel.
have the character or the personality, it's hard to get followers, I feel. Yeah, it is. It really is. Yep. It's true.
Liberty
I'm not a very-
said,
I'm not very
at year 1000,
charismatic
good morning,
person.
folded hands.
I've never really been like, I've always had a hard time making friends, like throughout my whole entire life. You know, when I was a kid, until I was about, let's see, my parents got married when I was 5. And then my dad moved us out into the woods. So he wanted to try and isolate my mom, and like the true shit, right? Like my dad got married to my mom,
Well,
and then he was super controlling.
My parents
and he moved us
I was 5
out into the fucking sticks and moved my mom away from all of her friends. And then he would get like upset with, you know, like there was nobody around until I was like, we moved into town when I was like 12, I think. So from like 5 to 12, I grew up in the fucking woods. Like, I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any kids that I played with. It was me, my dogs, and my cats. My sister came along when I was 10.
Liberty Street.
And we still lived in the woods. And then, yeah, I think I was 12 years old when we finally moved into town. And I was so excited because we got to be in town. You know, I get to go play with friends and stuff. Something I had never, ever done in my whole entire life, you know? And then when I started to go and play with the friends, you know, I quickly realized that it wasn't playing, I was actually getting bullied. And I was just too stupid to realize it at the time, but that's what was happening. Everybody was bullying me. I didn't really realize it until I actually got beat the fuck up. And like, people beat me, they would hit me and they would hurt me and stuff. And like, it really, it put me into a defensive state, you know? And then I got very defensive after all of that. And like, then we moved a lot. We moved schools. And I was always like the new kid, and it was like, instead of making friends, people fucking hated me, and they wanted to fight me. And as I got into high school, you know, what was pushing and name calling became punching and actually like really trying to hurt somebody. So like, I got in a lot of fights, and you know, was homeschooled multiple times. But like, all of this really affected my ability to be able to be a really functioning member in society, right? Like, I know it really hindered my social capabilities, you know, big time. And I mean, I've resented my parents for a lot of the things that they did when I was younger.
I love one.
You know, and how my childhood was. But I mean, there is nothing I can do. You know, I mean, like whatever. It is what it is, you know, and I am the person I am today because of it, right? No, there's no changing that.
Wellness_with_Zara said, these challenges make us stronger. Sometimes the pain is a gift.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It still doesn't necessarily make things easy, right? But I mean, one thing that I have learned from it, you know, is that it is extremely important for a child to have good solid roots, right? And I was uprooted so many times that like, I don't even know what my roots are, you know? Like my childhood friends, I have none. You know, I don't keep any friends from I don't know any friends from my childhood, or hardly any friends from high school. They're all gone. Everybody is gone. Like I still have a couple people's numbers, and like we talk to each other like, you know, once a year or something, but like, yeah. And so for my sons, I've decided that no matter what it takes, I am going to do everything in my power to not have to make them change schools, so that they can be going to school and become an adult. And that way they have all the support that they need from their teachers, friends, and everything. And you know, my kids' schooling has been a lot different than mine. I am like, I would never ever wish my childhood upon anybody, honestly. And I mean, there's a lot of people that had worse childhoods than I did. Like, my parents did love me, you know what I mean? It wasn't like they didn't love me or anything like that. It was just, I kind of went about it a weird way. But it's lonely at the top. It is. Whew. But yeah, I mean, you know, struggles make you stronger. This song is a good song right now, actually. $498. I'm gonna try and go to 600 calories today. We're almost at 500. We probably have like another 10 minutes, which will be perfect because it's 4:34. We got legs today. What do you got, Liberty? He's BRB. Oh man. So what are your goals, Zara? Do you have any personal fitness? Oh my God. I almost wrecked on my bike.
How come your stream is intended for mature audience?
Because it gets crazy in here sometimes. Like, I have a potty mouth like no other. And I mean, I don't really want to have to like limit the conversations and things, stuff like that. And, you know, I mean, yeah, adult.
What did the hurricane say to the coconut tree? Hold on to your nuts. This ain't no ordinary blowjob.
That might answer it. Hold on to your nuts. This ain't no ordinary blowjob. Oh my God. Hurricane coming in hot, dude. That poor coconut tree didn't know what hit it. That was probably a much better answer than I ever could have given. No, I have kids, right? I mean, I have my youngest son is 10, but like, my idea is not to. I don't.
Your 1000 said.
I don't want to really be streaming to children, you know. That's not my target audience. So we just tag it as 18 plus, so that people know that we're a bunch of crazies. You know? All right.
Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. Winds of life are blowing. It brings doubt like.
Oh yeah.
But I would roll like thunder. And now it's storm like hail.
See, I think Twitch has a thing where you can go in, you can tag your stream. There's like 5 different categories they have that'll give you that rating, where it's not intended for, or it's intended for mature audiences or whatever. It can give you a little warning when you come in here. They didn't used to do that. It didn't used to be a thing, but I think within the last maybe like
_with__Zara
months.
said, my goals are varied depending on life, fitness, health, relationships, self-improvement, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my goals, I think, I mean, this isn't even really a goal for me to get out here and do this. This is just part of my daily routine. Like, I don't really struggle much with this, you know? Like getting out here and making this happen. Where I do struggle more, I'd say, is definitely with the diet. I mean, that's hard. Especially if everything's not in line, you know? Like if you have an injury or if something's just off, diet can be really hard because, you know, comfort food. So I think like my goals are more, I mean, I had a goal to lose a bunch of weight and get down to like 175 pounds, but I've kind of eased off on that. We're supposed to be on like week 6 of a 12-week cut, but my shoulder's been bothering me, so I've switched kind of my focus over to just healing my shoulder and not really been concerned too much about my diet. So I've been just eating whatever. I have my meals. We do our meal prep and I make sure to eat all those. That way I know that I'm getting good protein in, but I have some extras too.
Have you ever used red light for recovery?
Red light for recovery? No, I haven't. I mean, like we have these LEDs and stuff, and like they go red. Our lights in our bedroom, we just shut them off at night. But no, I've never tried it. I've heard about it though. I don't know much about it. I haven't looked too much into it. I mean, are they like a special light, or do you just use like any kind of light, or is it like some kind of special light that they have that people are using? Because I mean, if you could just use these LED strips, then that'd be easy.
The infrared wavelengths you want is 650 nanometers and 850 nanometers.
So there is definitely a specific, they are LED, but you want to get a specific, there must be some recommended brands or something out there if there's like a, you know, you want a specific measurement of light or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever heard light referred to being measured like that. That's how much I know. So 650 to 850 nm, is that nanometers? I think is what the bot called that.
I recently made a video about it.
Did you? Let's check it out. Is it on YouTube? Do you just do this when you're sleeping? Is that how it works? You just turn red lights on while you sleep, or would it work like even while you're awake, just being in the room with red lights?
That's my blessing. Not that I was handed my dreams, but that I had enough fight in me, that I had enough belief.
So weird, right? Like, what is it? I wonder what it is about it. Is it like, does our skin absorb it? Like how is the red light promoting healing and that kind of stuff?
You keep a specific distance away from the panel to get full effect. 6-12 inches is ideal.
All right. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah.
The size of wavelengths is in the way that it penetrates skin, bone, everything.
Okay. Huh.
boosts
Yeah, that's
collagen
crazy.
and fibroblasts.
Boosts collagen and fibroblast. So the collagen production is boosted because of that. That's definitely a good thing. I mean, I think collagen is one of those things that, like, you know, it diminishes over time, right? Like, one of the reasons why our skin stays so nice and stretchy and pliable, you know, collagen is responsible for a lot of that.
I know you feel it is impossible, but you will not quit. Today you will
Collagen helps with like
change everything.
stretching back, like skin after we've been overweight too, making it like more elastic. I used to take collagen every morning, but I don't know why. I just kind of stopped one day. I think it. I don't know. I ran out and I never ended up.
Can I link the YouTube short?
Yeah, go ahead. You can post it here. It's fine. It won't block you. Yeah.
Sandoval for Christian said,
Sandoval,
boys
good
here."
morning. How are you? Back to work today, huh, Sandoval? Oh wait, you're in Canada now, huh?
Yes.
But back to work still from Canada. Are you back in Canada? Are you back home? Oh, you back home now, Sandoval?
Canada.
Canada. Yeah.
One man, one dream, no team, just me. And really all I need is me, no matter.
Ooh, boy, we hit it. 616.
I've got no choice to go on
Alright,
the offensive.
check it out.
I grind, I work, I get it. Success is the only objective. I've only got one life. This is the way I live mine. I wanna win, I survive. A king, a giant, a titan, stronger than thunder, faster than lightning. I'm ready for anything. Wars, fights, challenges. Bring them on. I knock them all
I'm watching it right now.
I'll be the last one standing when the sun comes. Years facing all my fears. Years battling my demons. Years taking over territory. Years destroying all my enemies. I'm a one-man army. Nothing can harm me. With God on my side, I can't be stopped. I'm a one-man army. I can take on anything. At the end of the day, it's me against the world. I'm a one-man army.
All of you too.
Nothing can harm me. With God on my side, I can't be stopped.
Interesting.
One-man army. I can take on anything. At the end of the day, it's me against the world.
Huh. I'll watch that whole video later. That's pretty cool though. I've never really looked into it much. I've heard people talk about it, but I have never been curious enough to like really go diving into what the hype is behind it, you know? But I mean, I think probably one reason for that is because whenever I go to bed, I'm like, my head hits the pillow and I'm pretty much out, right? And then I wake up naturally at like 2 to 2:30
said, beast
and I'm
mode.
up and I'm ready to go. So I've never really felt much of a need to have some recovery aid, right? My body, I guess I'm lucky in that aspect where I kind of recover, decently fast, right? Like, I mean, if I really go after it, if I do a bunch of new moves or something like that in the gym, I'll be sore for a while. But I've been working out for a long time, over about 4 years or more now, consistently in this stretch, like 12 years out of my whole entire life. So I am pretty in tune with my body, and I don't know. But it definitely be something. It sounds like you might have to buy some. there must be places you can go to get red light therapy, like laying in like a tanning bed or something like that, right? Because
no DOM
they otherwise
much
it might be kind of difficult
and
for
able to
people
work
to do
out
something
harder
like that
after
at
using
home.
red light.
No DOMs, or at least much less reduced DOMs to be able to work out harder after using red light. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, with the ATP stores being replenished like that, I mean, that is really like, you know, ATP stores are really what drives us in our heavy pushes, right? Like being able to tap into all that energy when we really, really need to. And then once it's gone, right? Like you're just, you know, like your body can give you so much and then you're like, you're done. And that's when you kind of reach your failure in a lift, right? Then we need like a few minutes to really like fully replenish and restore these ATP stores for that moment in time, right? To where we can like, this is why power lifters rest so long, because they want to be able to maximize on those ATP stores. So they need to rest like 3 to 5 minutes, because science tells us that that's about what it takes for them to fully replenish.
Yes, ATP is the currency of the body XD.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like it does replenish quite quickly within ourselves too, but like...
Left magnifying glass.
Christoph trying to decode. Oh, you're lurking. Are you lurking? I was like, wait, what did Christoph say? Christoph, thank you for the lurk, man. Yeah, ATP stores are basically the currency for the body. Yep. That's a pretty good way to look at it. Yeah. Our bodies are so weird, you know. I think I mean, I really think that within 5 to 10 years, I feel like we're gonna be a lot more people are gonna be looking at their genetics to determine what they're supposed to eat, right? Because like, it's kind of off topic from the red light thing, but like, it's still like with like our genetics control so much stuff in our body, more than we might even really understand completely, you know. And we haven't even really been able to like isolate, you know, particular genes and what they're responsible for until recently, you know, like
way more powerful
with advancements in technology and stuff. Genetics is great and all, but epigenetics is way more powerful. What is epigenetics? Epigenetics, is that what you said? Let me look at this. You gotta see what this is. Never heard that. Oh my god. Phone.
They don't even recognize me anymore. But deep down, I'm the same person.
My phone doesn't want me to do anything.
But growth was a choice. I kept myself quiet to rise above the noise.
So, powerful solutions for studying heritage changes outside the DNA sequence.
Stress can trigger a food sensitivity, for examples, autoimmune diseases like celiac.
I had to get it. I've bled the blood. I've cried the tears. I faced my fears. Stayed disciplined for years. So much to cope with. I kept going. Staying laser focused until I got my mind. Things can change for the better.
I've never really heard about this, but
The challenge, I will make it through. All my life I was told that I wouldn't make it. Look at me now. I'm reborn in greatness.
tons of articles on it. Where genetics work, unlike genetic changes, they're reversible and do not change your DNA sequence.
Sandoval or Christian said, still tired but hanging in there.
Yeah, I get that. Well, but then I think like like what I'm talking about. Okay, so for like here's one example that I can give, and I know this might be kind of weird.
Wellness underscore with underscores are
There's a
epigenetics.
there's a gene. It's called it's referred to and has been coined the bummer gene.
So twins can have two different biological ages depending on environmental factors.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Well, this is something that we can definitely like something that we can manipulate. I understand. It's a little different than genetics. It's more about like, but yeah, I get like environmental changes accelerating, you know, our aging process or vice versa or whatever, you know. Totally makes sense. I think one thing that I really find interesting with this whole entire like genetics thought process is I smoke weed. I have for a long time, and it's become legal here in Oregon for recreational, and you know, it was medical, now it's recreational, so we can just go to the store and buy pot. And instead of just like smoking it, they have edibles and they have, you know, all this stuff that you can get. And so my wife, she doesn't like to smoke. She has high anxiety, and the edibles really help a lot with her anxiety, way more than any other medication. Plus it's cheaper. It's cheaper than any anti-anxiety medication that any doctor would want to put her on, and it works better. She's tried some other stuff in the past, and honestly, edibles work the best. So I mean, but what the point I'm getting to is that there's a gene. People call it the bummer gene, and it's a gene, and it's responsible for an enzyme that's manufactured in the liver, and this enzyme is manufactured in a much more aggressive way for the 5% of people that have this gene. And if you have it, you have what they call the bummer gene. And why they say you have the bummer gene is because no matter how much pot that you try to eat, you will never ever get high. It will knock you out, but you won't get high. So like, bummer for you. That's why they call it a bummer gene. And they're like, when THC is processed in the liver, it's broken down differently than when we smoke it, right? When we like light it on fire and we smoke it, like we like kind of like burn past one phase of processing that needs to happen if we were to consume THC within our body. And then the way that our body absorbs the THC is more on like a hallucinogenic, like we get more of a hallucinogenic type of trip. People actually have said that they have seen things before.
Sandoval for Chris said,
yeah,
have to go
and
now.
so this is something that's controlled by our genetics, right? By some person who has a particular gene will not be able to get high on marijuana. And now, if this is just one gene and we have so many, like other genes have to play a role in the way that our body processes nutrients, like micronutrients, macronutrients. So for example, maybe you are somebody who would be better off eating a higher fat diet, right? And you would be more of a carnivore. Whereas like another person, they might be more of a plant-based, a vegan, right? And they're perfectly happy with that. Now, if you were to try to switch the two diets with those two people, they could have very adverse effects. Like the vegan might get sick because of the meat, and and then the carnivore would get super bloated because of all the carbs, and like it just wouldn't be good for anybody, right? So I feel like within the next 10 years or so, we'll be looking at our genetics a lot more for trying to figure out how and what we're supposed to eat. And this doesn't necessarily and this kind of probably would go hand in hand with the epigenetics as well too, because I think they seem very, like epigenetics is almost like a way of manipulating genes into doing something else. It sounds. I'll have to read a little more into the epigenetics, but now I know.
Miss underscore with underscore Zara said, hey, I would just get a fecal transplant from a healthy person and I'd be able to digest anything XD. I've
heard of that before. I've heard of the fecal transplants. Like, that sounds weird. I don't understand it. Nah, I'm not even gonna try and wrap my mind around all of that. Oh, there's such weird stuff that exists in this world. And I mean too, like, what do you think about what the hell's it called?
It's all to do with the microbiome in your gut.
Yeah, the microbiome in your gut. Well, modernization of, like, you know, food and things like that, like, you know, raising meat the way that we do, at least here in America, where they give them hormones and all this stuff. It's like, we kill all our good, like, gut bacteria, right? Like the prebiotics and probiotics and stuff like that, they are killed by antibiotics. Antibiotics will destroy your gut bacteria, all the good stuff in your gut. So bad. And the thing is they put that stuff in a lot of meat, so we're just like eating it on a daily basis. And I mean, we're kind of stuck. Either we try to buy better meat from, you know, more controlled sources, or I mean, like, where they're doing better things with their animals and stuff, which is usually going to be local and also going to be like 3 or 4 times more expensive than anything you can find in the store. So not everybody can just do that. And then plants, I mean, the chemicals that they put on these plants to grow them, I think, you know, not only killing our gut bacteria and stuff like that, but does like a lot more than just that. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible. All right.
In Australia, almost all chicken or beef is hormone-free, or at least pretty easy to get hormone-free meat.
I wish it was like that here. It is not like that here. Everything.
Antibiotics is unavoidable, really.
But antibiotics is unavoidable, really. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. I mean, as far as like the hormones and stuff, I think they do a lot of that stuff here. And the antibiotics, yeah, it is. But that's part of the worst of it, you know? Like that's part of the worst thing, is like the antibiotics that go into that meat, then we consume it, and then it kills all our probiotics, our prebiotics, anything good that we have been trying to consume. Like, it really, really diminishes the value of all that stuff. It's a shame. So hard to be healthy, you know? Make sure that you're eating proper and good and right. You know, you can only do the best you can do with what's available to you in your immediate area. You know what I mean? Like, and that's nobody. I mean, nobody can really do any more than that. I mean, financial burdens do definitely put up a wall for us. You know, we sometimes we just can't get past it, right? So we're stuck on the other side. And it's like, this is part of society. This is what, like, the people at the top want, right? They want that to be the case. You know, they want to keep the people on the other side of the wall so that they can't make that big jump to be able to buy the other things, you know? Everybody needs to be down at the bottom. They need to be struggling. Like, it's only getting worse and worse too, as, like, you know, the internet continues to take off and
can you grow your own food in Oregon?
Bigger and globalize. Oh yeah, we can grow our own food here in Oregon. Yeah, we got pretty good land for growing. There's, like, here in Oregon, there's a lot of farmland. We grow pretty much anything. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that
restrictions around
things that wouldn't do very well here, but like they'd still probably grow. Yeah, not here. Maybe in other places there might be. I don't know, but not here in Oregon. Yeah, in Oregon, it's pretty. Yeah, no, my wife's parents, people grow gardens everywhere. There's like community garden. There's a couple community gardens in town too. where like, you know, a couple neighborhoods that have like a big garden in the center of it. And so yeah, there's all kinds of stuff around. You can grow whatever you want. Well, I guess not whatever you want. Like there are, you can't grow just like as much weed as you want. You know, like there's certain plants, but like as far as like edible things like vegetables and fruits, and you know, I guess if it'll grow here, you can grow it. Nobody's going to tell you have to put anything on it or do anything. Like there's no restrictions, at least here. And I don't know that I've really heard of any other places, but I can't say for sure. I mean, America's a big place. Each state kind of has its own laws, while we have like, you know, the major federal law that everybody has to follow. But you know, each state has its own things, but I've never heard of anything like that being here in
states,
Washington, California, or Idaho, which are all the West Coast states. So, yeah, it's illegal to share your produce with your neighbors. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, why? Like, why would they care? What does it matter? Like, what does it matter if you share your produce with your neighbor? How does that? Why should that be something that they need to put a law on? I don't understand the justification behind that law. Be like,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
next they're going to be like,
can't tax that transaction XP.
You can't loan your neighbor
Start today.
some butter or sugar. Like, they can't tax that transaction. Yeah. So maybe in the means of selling, but like there wouldn't be any tax if I was to give you anything anyways, would there? Like they can't tax a gift that I give you. That's changing ownership, right? Like, so as long as there's no money changing hands, is it okay? Or is it just for sale?
I just happened to throw some fruit over the fence and my neighbor happened to catch it, LOL.
Yeah, right. Oopsie.
Christoph said.
That's just, I mean, that's ridiculous. That there isn't anything for them to tax if there was no money that changed hands. You know what I mean? So like, I think that you should just be able to give them whatever you want to give them. If you want to sell them something, then, I mean, I suppose I could see in some way how they would be like, yeah, okay, this definitely, we can't tax this money,
Wellness
so
underscore with
this.
underscores are
doesn't
said,
make it right.
There's no money exchange. Can't give them.
Gift them. That's ridiculous. It sounds so weird. You know, these are the type of things that where you're like, yeah, government definitely overreaching their bounds. You know what I mean? Like, why are you telling me what I can and can't give somebody else? Like, because you can't tax it? He wasn't going to pay me for it anyways. Of course you can't tax it. There was no money made. Like, and it's those obnoxious laws. It's those obnoxious laws that make governments look so fucking stupid. Like, you know? Well, all right, I'm going to go inside. I got to find somebody to raid. It's 5 a.m., so I got to be to work in an hour.
Cheers for the chat.
Let's see who's on today. Get the chit chat, guys. Take the last half of the bike ride so quick. It's crazy. Okay, we got crazy. Harp. We got crazy. Harp. We got Harp. Nostalgia. Let's go. We went to nostalgia last.
Thanks for that raid.
We'll go to.
We appreciate you over here.
Derp, derp. Derp, derp. Derp, derp. Cheers for the chats. Yeah, absolutely. Zara. I hope you have a good day. We're gonna raid Herp, Derp. Herp, Derp. Is that how you say his name? All right, guys, we are off. We'll be on this afternoon. What was it today? Was it?
Good morning, Namek. How you doing?
It wasn't floor night. I think I get off at 9. pretty short day. Mondays are always
Christoph
short.
said,
We'll be on.
"See
We'll be
you
on
next
around 9.
time."
Or we'll be on around like 10 or 10:30, something like that. Their legs. Got legs.
Wellness underscore with underscores artist said, "Take care, have a good day."
Take it easy.